Welcome to Tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Thank you everybody for coming early. Today, the first channel that we're looking at is JetLife777. This is a channel that just found Tuberchat a couple of short weeks ago, but has already shown generosity in the community, and for that reason, they've been featured today. Every single day on Tuberchat, we feature a different channel so that even when we're not live streaming, you have well over 100 opportunities to meet generous creators across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. I hope everybody will take a quick moment to read the updated description of our video here that we're watching right now so that you understand exactly how things work, how we can maximize our time here during Tuberchat. And again, thank you everybody for coming so early. Bay and Bay TV, it's great to have you here. Cabarar Gaming, I think this is your first time with Tuberchat, and Haunted Avenue, I think it's the same for you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you will find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Michael's Adventures, it's always great to have you in the house, and Scratch and Pete PA, our beloved and dedicated moderator. Thrill Seeks is here. Their channel is going to be featured next week. And Miner Zach 123, thank you for coming back in. Carrie Beth, it's always a pleasure to have you in the chat. And Kristen Welton, my love, is always here as a member and a moderator. Sergeant Life just walked in the door. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody's already off to the races, meeting some new friends and family members for themselves today. And thank you very much. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody. And if anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I will appreciate that. And then any thumbs up, of course, are well appreciated also. They mean more now than ever. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it. Even I have to be reminded from time to time, but you don't lose your place when you turn the chat off. It only takes a moment, and it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it greatly. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Christian Nomad, hopefully I welcomed you. I did see you here earlier. Because you're a silver member now, you're already on our Wheel of Doom, as is Thrill Seeks. And then all other members other than silver and gold get added as soon as I see them in the chat. And if anybody feels the need to mention to me anything going on in the chat that you would like me to address with regards to maybe newer creators not connecting the right way or swapping playlists incorrectly and stuff like that, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuberchat. I try to be attentive of it, and then I can address anything that we need in the chat. I'm going to try something that I probably shouldn't try. I adjusted our settings on a few things here on Tuberchat. So we'll see. Hopefully we're not going to crash just from touching it. I'll be upgrading my computer hopefully in the next week or two, and then we'll settle all the issues that we've been having lately. But thank you everybody for your patience, and I do want to address a couple of quick things. I will get to spinning the wheel likely much earlier than I usually do today. And MAH Videos, it's great to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Miner Zach 123, good to have you back in the house. And Georgia Bulldogs, it's always great to have you here. Thank you for coming in. And I am just looking through to make sure that we're all good here. And Haunted Avenue, hopefully you're already off to the races, meeting new friends and family members. Again, the way that we connect here in Tuberchat, it's not a sub-for-sub network. We're here to meet each other for the purpose of gaining long-term support from loyal and dedicated creators. And although it's not a sub-for-sub network, we are all expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to ours. The best success here in Tuberchat is always found in going first, giving much more than you expect to receive, knowing that that will come back to you. When we're connecting, we want to make sure we're watching a 3-minute video as a minimum. You must watch a full video. It's not enough to watch a little bit of any video, or certainly not anything shorter. At least a 3-minute video in full we're watching for JetLife777. This first video is perfect at 3:15. Of course, it's even better if you watch a 3, 4, 5, or 6-minute video, and then add a second video into your watch later list that you can run at any time after the stream. While you're watching your 3-minute video or longer, you want to leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And please make sure that that comment is at least a couple of full sentences long. And then give a thumbs up always. We should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe and come back here. Let them know that you've done that. And then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Collins Trivia, good to see you here. Life with Sonia, good to have you back. And then, yeah, very good, Haunted Avenue. Great to have you here. Romaine General, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but it looks like we're doing okay. I'm going to take a chance here for a second. I'll be right back. And I notice MinerZack123 is reaching out for the purpose of swapping playlists. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you as soon as you say that. And if you see somebody mention it and you're willing, then please reach out to them. Don't be shy. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. If anybody would like me to talk about what on earth I mean when I talk about swapping playlists, I'll be happy to go over it for anybody that hasn't made those arrangements before. Calm Vibes with Miss Jojo, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. That is a very recently, previously featured channel for today. I mean, for this weekend. On Tuberchat, and JetLife777 is our featured channel for today. So, we will get to it. I will, yeah, Calm Vibes with Miss Jojo, everyone can see you. Just keep in mind, for everybody that's here regularly, you see that I don't know how much of a delay there is between what I say and what you see. So when you type in the chat, I probably see it right away, but my responses can take anywhere from 10 to 20, maybe even 30 seconds because of the delay, because I'm using Streamlabs, not StreamYard. Anyway, let's spin. We'll get a first channel up here. Romaine General's willing to swap playlists. And then let me just make sure that Calm Vibes with Miss Jojo knows their scene. Very good. Okay, so Unmasked Lifestyle is coming up first. This happens to be a silver member, which means that they get a guaranteed feature of some sort in every live stream. So for today, her channel is added to the wheel automatically at the beginning of the live stream. But this is a dynamic creator, generous and very supportive, and I'm hoping everybody will subscribe to this channel. They have their 1,000 subscribers very well locked in. Hoping we can push them to 1,040, get them a little bit closer on that road towards 1,100 that is on their mind right now. Most often they're here with us in the chat, but as well, they're willing to swap playlists. This I know, I've swapped with them. And then as well, I talk about this channel all the time because of their presentation more than anything else. She is a dynamic creator, but you can see the branding on this channel is just spectacular. These thumbnails match the banner. Everything is very, very clear, and the thumbnails are very, very clickable. So that's a thought. And then as well, she does the featured channels collaboration down here. And I talk about this all the time because when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to your audience in the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it as a quick, easy collaboration and a way to trade favors with another creator. And if you have featured Tuberchat or my personal channel on your front page, please just make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Let me spin the wheel and we'll see what's happening with another channel up here. Miner Zach 123. Hopefully you're doing well. And then we're going to look at 2 pineapples now. This happens to be another silver member. Once we've gone through a few channels, we will make sure that we're adding more names to the wheel. And it looks like everybody's doing okay. And then when we talk about the idea of leaving packages and visiting each other's houses and things like that, it all means the same thing, because this is not a sub for sub network. We don't talk about really subscribing to each other's channels and stuff. We're here for much more than that. The idea is that we're meeting creators that are like-minded in the idea that we give much more than we expect to receive, knowing that it comes back anyway. And then you'll have long-term support for your channel, people coming back to watch your videos, leave comments, likes, and things like that, hang out in your live streams, and all the things we need as growing YouTubers. One of the things we want to be very careful of is making sure that we're always following the full procedure. So we always want to be watching a full video of at least 3 minutes long, leaving a meaningful comment, and then giving a thumbs up and subscribing, and adding a second video into your watch later list or another playlist so that you can run that at any time after the stream. And this kind of stuff really helps the algorithm and hopefully slows down the purging we've all been experiencing. That Blue Moon, great to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And lots and lots of creators in the house willing to swap playlists. This I know for sure. So if you're willing to swap playlists, just simply say so in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody mention it and you're willing, then please reach out to them. Please don't be shy. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. So this is 2 pineapples. They've almost got 60 subscribers. I'm sure we can get them there right now. They are a generous and supportive creator, and I'm hoping that everybody will rally around this channel and get them a little bit farther on their road to the first 100. Just Vlogging Life happens to be a gold member, and they are an extremely supportive and extremely generous creator as well. So I'm hoping everybody will subscribe to this channel as well. 255 subscribers. I'd really love to see them hit 260 today. I think that's absolutely possible, and we'll get them a little bit farther on their road to 300. Justin Mello, it's always good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming in. Justin Mello is also another generous creator who has sent over many other creators that have now become part of the Tuberchat family and community. Holly's Hobby House, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in. And I may need to get you to pardon me another another moment here. Okay, hopefully I'm not going to shut the screen off. I'm just going to step away for a second. I'll leave you with just vlogging life, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, pardon me for that, and thank you everybody for your patience. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in, but it looks like we're okay. And then let's spin the wheel right away. Let's get another channel up here. I forgot to take off just vlogging life, but we'll take them off. That's okay. Thrill Seeks is new on the scene, but happens to be a silver member, and has already shown generosity and has been willing to share information with me as well offline. We talk on Instagram a little bit and this and that, and for that reason I've got them featured next weekend. But let's have a look at what they got going on for today. And then Michael's Adventures, yeah. As far as I understand, YouTube was officially down. So was maybe Google and Gmail. They don't usually have outages of any kind, but that was apparently the biggest one they've had. I could be wrong. So for anybody that wants to know, and forgive me, Thrill Seeks, I'll get back to you in a second. I just want to show you a resource that I use all the time called Down Detector. So you just go to downdetector.com. Anytime anything's wrong, you can go here and you can find out whether there's trouble with any of the services that you're expecting to use. And as they have trouble, they know which is the most important. It'll come up right on the front page here, or you can just search for something like, for instance, Facebook, and see if we're having trouble, but they're okay right now. But anyway, you can use that. Hopefully everybody will use that site. It's free and this and that. And I use it all the time. Cabarar Gaming, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Hopefully you're doing okay, meeting new friends and family members already. Angel Inspires, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. I stepped away for a second. Radical Productions might have slipped in here, which is cool. And hopefully everybody's doing okay other than that. So, Thrill Seeks, 656 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'll get them to the 660 that they're looking for today. I'd love to see them get a little bit closer on that road to 700 before they have their channel featured next week. Life with Sonia, good to see you. Life with Rose and Ann, good to have you here as well. And then I'm always good. Cabaret Gaming, thank you. Hopefully you're doing well also. And then we'll think about spinning the wheel in another second. The reason I like featuring channels on the screen like this is because as time goes on, every time you're here, you know, you get your channel put up on the screen, I get to know the channel better. Hopefully eventually I get to know the creator behind the channel. And then I can feature you better every time that you're here. MSK Family Vlogs, thanks for coming in. They are a member, so their channel gets added to the wheel immediately. And the Essential Circle, good to see you in the house. And thank you for the thumbs up, MSK Family Vlogs. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever, so I will appreciate it greatly. It really does help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when we're out there supporting each other. We're spinning right now. I keep forgetting to take Just Vlogging Life off the wheel. Oh, lost some more, but it's okay. Yeah, Thrill Seeks, as long as you keep doing what you should be doing, and we try to instill that in everybody that comes through Tuberchat, it should get better and better. We're hearing a lot less problems lately from most creators. And there we go. So this is MSK Family Vlogs. They're a dynamic family of creators. They also have shown generosity in our community, and for that reason, they were previously featured as well. And they're doing a great job of posting frequently. Let's just see what they got going on for us here. They just did a giveaway the other day. 25 question challenge. Who started that one? For Vlogmas? Oh, from the Essence of Sonia. Yes, I should have seen that. I think I saw that either on your channel or on another. Some of those challenge videos are okay. I haven't done one yet. However, I was invited to do one with my friend Vern's Junk Closet. I don't expect to do many, but I will be doing one shortly. And the way that I'll approach it is by showing how a challenge video can help instill, I don't know, dedication and loyalty within your community, let's say. It can really help to solidify your place. Not to mention, they're great for get to know me. It's a good opportunity to start to get to know the creators behind the channels. So, with 545 subscribers, I'm sure we can get MSK Family Vlogs to 550. For today, we'll get them halfway on their road to 600 and push them a little bit farther. It's time already for me to think about adding names to the wheel. Let me see what I can do about that. First thing I'm going to do is get Scratch and Pete on here. Now, I don't know if Kira Welton's actually here because she's in school. She was able to be here for a moment at the beginning, but I'm sure she's back at class and not able to be here. But that's okay. And pardon me. All right. Scratch and Pete PA is here. Let me see what I can do. Haunted Avenue. Again, Haunted Avenue, I just want to point out that while you're connecting with people, you must be watching videos that are 3 minutes long. I just wonder if you might be moving a little bit too quickly, and what I don't want to happen is for your connections to all be taken away tomorrow. It's the most frustrating thing. I never want anybody to have to come to Tuberchat, spend 2 hours getting 10 or 20 new friends and family members, and then losing them all the next day. And we see that happen occasionally. But as long as you've read the description, then you know what the game is around here, and you should be good. But I'm looking forward to seeing your channel. We'll get Carrie Beth on here and Sergeant Life, and then we'll spin and see who's coming up next. Christian Nomad has recently upgraded their membership. They've been a member for a while, but now they're a silver member, which means that they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every live stream. And for today, their channel was added to the wheel automatically at the beginning. Okay, very cool. Haunted Avenue, yes. And then Hot in Cali, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. You'll have to forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time with Tuberchat, although I feel like I recognize your channel name, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I meant to go through a bunch of Christian Nomad's videos yesterday. I ended up doing it on my personal account. But I did get a chance to have a look at this drone footage again. And I was very impressed. I haven't yet used my drone. Kristen got me a drone quite some time ago. And I just thought I was terrible at flying it. I didn't realize that wind is such a big factor. I learned that afterwards. So I got to break that thing back out when the weather gets better, and then we'll get some drone footage happening. So Christian Nomad has 735 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little closer to 740. We're always looking for everybody to get monetized, but one of the things that I love the most about Tuberchat, it probably is the thing that I love the most, is the friendships that start to get built and the collaborations between creators both on YouTube and off, where we're sharing information, truly helping each other so that we can all eventually get monetized. It doesn't take subscribers away from you to give some to somebody else or help them get them. Doesn't take money away from anybody else to help somebody get monetized. That's the thing, that makes YouTube so magical. We can all help each other. And I'm really looking forward to seeing lots of different creators getting monetized. We see different creators getting monetized every week. And I'm just happy that it seems to be increasing. Jaden Sud 28, thanks for coming in. And then Hot in Cali. So just please take a moment to read the description of our video here, and then you'll get an idea of how everything works, including the Wheel of Doom. And then you will be able to meet lots of new friends and family members for your channel. Here's Kristen Welton. Kristen Welton is my love. We live together in Niagara Falls, Canada, but she is always in the chat as a member and a moderator. So her channel is added to the wheel as soon as we start every time. She does the featured channels collaboration that I love talking about, and she's also willing to swap playlists even though she's monetized. Saxy Flute, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists, then you can simply say so in the chat, and other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody mention it and you're willing, then please reach out to them. Don't be shy. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. And swapping playlists is something that can really help, because it's the one legitimate thing we can do to pump our hours up. But the reason why I push it so hard here on Tuberchat is because it gives you an opportunity to start a friendship with another creator once you've traded favors, right? So that's why I insist everybody makes those arrangements independently, is because then, for most people, they either talk on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or something like that, and make arrangements, and then you can continue collaborating from there. Baskets Resale, thank you for coming back in. It's always great to have you in the chat. And then it looks like everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Kristen Welton, I keep talking about it. She has had some success with shorts videos, including one here with 19,000, another one with 28,000. And So we're looking forward to more content from her, but she's got her own channel doing her own thing. She's got a lot of collaborations already with other creators, including actually the 40 question challenge that's out there. She did that with Mishana. She's done things with Fern's Junk Closet and other creators as well. Lots of live streaming, lots of unboxing videos, and a little bit else as well. Honey Tina, good to see you here. And yeah, Angel Inspires. I hope I welcomed you earlier. I think so, but I rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not at all. So hopefully you're doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is in the house. And Haunted Avenue, we're going to have a look at your channel early today. Haunted Avenue is a new connection for Tuberchat, and I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually aim for something around 10 minutes. Yeah, some of these are quite long. So I'll take this 942. I'll add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment for you of at least a couple of sentences, and I will give you a thumbs up, of course. In that way, I will make sure that the subscription sticks after I subscribe, and then we will be permanently connected, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat now and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Fish Tank WOT, good to see you here. Let's spin the wheel and we will see who is coming up next, and I will get to adding names to the wheel in a moment. We're going to look at Scratch and Pete, PA, who has been with Tuberchat for many months now, our beloved and dedicated moderator. And he's actually got a premiere, as you can see right here, coming out tomorrow. So I'm hoping everybody will subscribe to Scratch and Pete, who's always here helping not only with Tuberchat, but many, many, many other channels. He's one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube, always out there supporting others. And then as well, I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. We'll get them to 140 subscribers, I hope today, and maybe beyond. And then as well, like I said, PA's got a premiere happening tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So hopefully everybody will be able to catch that as well. And then Haunted Avenue was saying, remember when you first started your page? Very cool. Very cool. And then, so if anybody has the ability, then I'd love it if you would share the stream out, if you can, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course. And then the thumbs up mean more now than ever. So if you haven't already, I'd love it if you would give a thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's always giving each other thumbs up. And then it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it. 2 Pineapples is here. Your channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream, of course, because you are a silver member, so we've already seen your channel. But it's great to have you in the chat. Georgia Bulldogs, are you still with us? Georgia Bulldogs tends to come in and out, but we'll see. Okay, Georgia Bulldogs, just let me know if you're still here. MinerZach123 is here. And Holly's Hobby House is back. That Blue Moon is still here. And then I will spin, and we'll continue adding names shortly. Again, Scratch and PPA, we'd love to see this channel get to 140. Get them a little bit farther on that road to 200. Thank you, Thrill Seeks, for the shares. I really do appreciate that. Everybody who tweets or retweets for us gets added to our Twitter list called Tuberchat Stars. They are YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. And then for those of you who are active on Twitter, you will hopefully find some action on your videos there. So MinerZach123, I just want to caution you about spamming. Just be careful not to say hi and hello too much, because the object here in Tuberchat is always to reach out to other creators first. You say hello to somebody, make sure they're paying attention, because a lot of creators are out watching other videos. They come in and out of the chat regularly. Make sure that you get a response, and then let them know you're heading to their channel. Then watch their video, give them a comment and a like, subscribe to them. Add a second video into your watch later list to run later, and then subscribe and come back and let them know that you've done that, and then they could do the same thing for your channel. But you won't find a lot of success for anybody a little bit newer to Tuberchat here by hoping people will come to you, because when channels are fairly new, we have a lot of channels that have been in here for weeks or months, and they will not go to a newer channel until they see how you interact with everybody else first, so that they can make a judgment call as to whether you might be genuine before they connect. JetLife777 is our featured, channel for today, and thank you for the shares. And then Mariska Van Bunderen is in the house. That's an extremely generous creator who has done yet another shout-out video where she's included Tuberchat. Same as something that we've seen from That Blue Moon, Michael's Adventures, Georgia Bulldogs, and so they all have videos on our front page. This is Gibry's World. They happen to be a silver member. They are a generous and supportive creator. And with 89 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them over the 90 and get them right around that corner from the first 100 that we know must be on their mind. And then now we're going to look at Jenny O'Brien. This is another generous creator who happens to be a silver member. She's a fellow Canadian, actually from close to where I am in Niagara Falls, Canada. But hopefully everybody will support this channel as well. We'll push her to the 2050 that must be on her mind, and get her a little bit farther on that road to 3K. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. A cool thing you got. Oh, that is, thank you for asking, Mariska. So I'm trying something new, cautiously. I'm trying to add a few things to Tuberchat to make things a little bit more fun. So what it is called, when you use Streamlabs, it's included. It's called a Stream Boss. And what it does is every time there are memberships or super chats and things like that that will come in, it will knock health off of the Stream Boss. So since I've just started it, it just defaults to Tuberchat. But what happens is after a little while, after there's a little bit of activity like that in the chat, it'll knock down the life of the boss, and whoever is the person who last knocks the life out of the boss resets it, becomes the boss, and then the game starts over again. So it's interesting. So for anybody that is familiar with Streamlabs, that's something that can be added, and it's meant to add a little bit of fun to the stream. And then That Blue Moon need more American viewers. It's interesting because we always have creators from all around the world, right? Not just here in Tuberchat, but everybody does, I'm hoping. And then you can see the different kinds of activity that happen on your channel by reading your analytics based on where people are coming from. So let's spin. This is Jenny O'Brien. I'm hoping everybody will support this channel. Again, they just happen to be a silver member. And then That Blue Moon is coming up right now, so we can have a quick look at what That Blue Moon has going on for us. Kristen has got a small group going of people who play the video game Among Us. I have not played yet still. I've been going on about this for a month now at least. Still haven't played. But That Blue Moon, Georgia Bulldogs, Kristen, Kira, Lava House Gaming, Jaden are all members of a group where if anybody plays Among Us, you could join that group and then just be notified when some of your friends are going to be on in case you want to play, because I know it's become such a big thing. At some point, I'll have to have a look at it. Want to be the boss, Mariska? Yeah. It's an interesting thing. Oh, Haunted Avenue. Yeah, really. Yeah, in Niagara Falls, Canada, we get a good handful of snow regularly. And we'll have to see. Yeah, that blue moon. Yeah, this banner is really something else, actually. So I like it because it matches your avatar without looking exactly the same, but nice big thick letters that are unique too. So you know when somebody's looking at this channel, they know they're looking at this channel, right? Especially if they've seen it before. But it's very cool, especially because you got a blue moon right in it. Oh, in Arizona, yeah. I imagine you wouldn't get a lot of snow. Do you not get snow on the mountaintops? My understanding is there may be a what is the town called? Bisbee. I follow an author called Robert Kiyosaki, and apparently he lives there. I don't know if he still lives in that town or anything. It's been a while since I've read any of his stuff, but he was saying that in the mountains in Arizona, you don't need air conditioning if you're high enough. So I don't know the truth about that. I don't even know if I'm paraphrasing that properly. Green and orange and red thing. Are you at the right thing? Yeah, that's it. That's the thing, Mariska. Right under my camera, yeah. That's the Stream Boss thing. So people who are a little more familiar with Streamlabs will know what that is. And then after, I don't expect any action on that for a while. But as time goes on, it will become more and more popular. If we keep it, we'll see. I'm just trying different things so that we can make the stream a little bit more fun. Georgia Bulldogs is here. I wasn't sure if you were still here. So I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. We'll spin one more time. And that blue moon has 362 subscribers. I'd love to see them get to the 370. That must be on their mind right now. I want to see this channel hit 400. And we'll look at Sergeant Life right now. I got to check if they're still in the chat with us. Country Boy Magic, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And thank you for the thumbs up. I think I saw you in the chat very early. So forgive me. I hope I welcomed you. Forgive me if I didn't. No. Nothing to do with spam does anything with that, Mariska. The Stream Boss thing is really just over super chats and memberships and things like that, right? So every dollar knocks a point off of the stream, and it's set at 1,000 points right now, and then resets next time. It'll start hopefully at 1,100. It's just an experiment now. If we don't like it, I'll take it off. If we like it, we'll use it. And then Thrill Seeks, it's your birthday a week Thursday. That's interesting. That is going to be after your channel's been featured, but yeah, but that's what I need, Mariska, is stuff to make Tuberchat a little bit more fun. That's why we added the wheel a long time ago. It helped, I think. And then Taylor Rochester, it's good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Miner Zach 123 is willing to swap playlists. So if anybody's willing to swap playlists, you could just simply say so in the chat. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Sergeant Life is another channel that's been featured on Tuberchat. And they do the featured channels collaboration, as well as they are willing to swap playlists with 122 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them to 125, maybe even closer to 130. Jack Dawson, I'm so glad that you're here. I don't see any social media on your channel, Jack Dawson. And you'll see right there that because he just super chatted, it knocked a little bit of life off of the stream boss there. So that's what that whole thing is about. And then what happens is it's not who does the most. It's who's the last person when the life gets low to knock it out becomes the stream boss. But Jack Dawson, your channel is going to be featured next weekend on Friday. So thank you for that. And for that reason, we're going to have Jack Dawson up next. So thank you for the super chat. And Past Life Explorer, it's good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Biologics EX1, gamer and entertainer, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Haunted Avenue wants the giant donut on Sergeant Life's video. I'm just staring at the chocolate. In Hershey, Pennsylvania. You know, I spent some time in Pennsylvania. I was lucky to go there many times, and I don't think I ever actually managed to spend any time in Hershey. I feel like I drove through there once, but I could even be wrong about that. Long time ago. But I wasn't able to spend any time. But hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. So let's have a look at Jack Dawson right now. And then even Jack Dawson agrees that donuts are good. So still I struggle to grab your channel. And you would think that, you know, Jack Dawson, first of all, is a member, but has also been active in our chat and stuff like that. You would think that YouTube would know by now that this is the channel that I want to catch. I may have to catch it a different way. We'll know when we get to a subscribed one. It's just that the name is so popular because of Titanic, right? The main character. That movie was way too popular. So let's do it this way. When I go into YouTube Studio, I can go to monetization. I can go to memberships. And then I can go to members, and what will happen is here I will find Jack Dawson. I can just click, and now I've got the right channel. So thank goodness. So here's Jack Dawson. I usually don't drop a link. Let me see if I could do something here. Jack Dawson, how did I spell that? Tsushima. Let's see if that helps. Not even. Okay, I will, in this case, I will drop the link for Jack Dawson. And then that will make it easier for everybody to find this channel. So with you know, getting very close to 1,600 subscribers. I'm wondering if we can get them there today. And then their channel will be featured this coming Friday. We feature a different channel every day on Tuberchat, based usually on generosity that I see within the community. And then my weekend has been great, Jack Dawson. Thank you for asking. Hopefully yours was as well. I'm not able to stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I work out of town and do other stuff. I'm not on a computer all day. But on the weekends, I'm able to be home, spend lots of time with my girlfriend and Kira, and you know, do the Tuberchat live streaming and the other stuff that I love doing. Calming Mind Meditations was our featured channel yesterday. They're in the chat with us now. Same as always. Yeah, for most of us it is these days anyway. It's been a year of more of the same, I think, for most people, right? Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you one more time, Jack Dawson, for your super chat. And I'm just going to give... Okay, actually, I'm going to do a tutorial before we pull Miner Zach up here. So let's get Nightbot on the case. nightbot.tv, and you just log into this with your YouTube account, which you're already logged into. We're going to do something called a timer. No, sorry, we're not. We're going to do something called a command. Custom. And you'll see we've got a few here for Georgia Bulldogs, for That Blue Moon, and I could probably get rid of a few of these, but I'm going to put the timer up high, 5 minutes, so you can only use this once in a while, and then it will say this. It will put your link, and then what will happen if we want to try that. So what I'm going to ask you for then, Jack Dawson, anytime that somebody's looking for you, you can use that, but then just please don't use it any more than you need to, so that we don't have too many links in the chat, but you're free to use it anytime that it's necessary, and that will help. We do that sometimes when we have a channel that's so difficult to find, and we don't want you to struggle. We don't want everybody subscribing to the wrong channel, that's for sure. Nalani J, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're doing well, meeting new friends and family members. And this is MinerZack123. This is another newcomer to Tuberchat, excuse me, but somebody who's willing to swap playlists. And then somebody who's been back again and again since finding us a couple of weeks ago. So, Honey Tina's back in the house. And Jack Dawson, as your channel grows and you gain more and more subscribers and you become even more active and well known, your YouTube's algorithm will get more intuitive about putting you up. Old Hearth Gaming, thank you for coming back in. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members here. I know you've been here for a little while. Hopefully you took a moment to read the updated description that we have under our video, so that you can get an idea of how everything works exactly, so you can maximize your time here, including the Wheel of Doom, which I'm going to add some names to in a moment here before I spin. We've had quite a few channels up today already. And then hopefully Justin Mello is still with us. Bay and Bay TV is back. They've been with us for a while. Georgia Bulldogs is on there. Holly's Hobby House is there. And then I'll add some more names shortly. Can Kristen do the live stream for the rest of the week? Maybe she'll guest host one day. Oh, and then Adrian Villanueva Vlogs, thank you for coming in. Always good to have you in the chat. Okay, pardon me for 1 second. And hopefully we're still good. I get nervous every time I hit these buttons because I've knocked the stream out twice already just from Streamlabs crashing on me. But we seem to be in good shape for now. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. The Wheel of Doom. Yes, that was dubbed by Mr. Naz a long time ago. Holly's Hobby House. Let's get your channel back up here and see what you've got going on for us today. Since we've got your channel up here for a second time, I've got your bell on now, and you can see we're already connected. And hopefully everybody will rally around this channel and give them a warm welcome, because they're fairly new to Tuberchat, but I'd love to see this channel hit at least 95. We actually could probably get Holly's Hobby House right up to the 100 that must be on their mind right now. Janetti's Corner, good to see you here. Thanks for coming back in. and hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. If you haven't already and you have the ability, I will appreciate it, of course, if you can share the stream, whether it's on your community tab if you have one, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. And the thumbs up mean more now than ever, so if you haven't already, I'd love it if you give a thumbs up. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone sometimes, but it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it, of course. And then Jaden saw you can't find the featured channel for Monday. Let me see who it is. Mommy and Me Kitchen and Lifestyle. It's spelled very differently. So the Mommy and Me does not have spaces between it. Then there's a space, and then Kitchen and Lifestyle does not have spaces in between. But that's the channel. Mommy and Me Kitchen and Lifestyle will be our featured channel for Monday next week. Today our featured channel is JetLife777, as you can see from my background, but they're in the chat with us, so hopefully everybody will subscribe to that channel as well. So let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel happening. Yeah, Taylor Rochester. A long time ago, a friend of ours, Mr. Naz, who I think has changed channels, named it the Wheel of Doom. So we just stick with that name. This is Eating with Miss P. This is an extremely supportive creator. She happens to be a silver member, but she's very supportive both of Tuberchat and of myself personally. She has 3 channels, and she happens to be a published author. But she's extremely generous in her support, both here at Tuberchat and in the small YouTuber community at large. She is very much loved and well respected. So I'm hoping everybody will subscribe to this channel, push her a little bit farther past the 1,500 that she's got right now, get her a little bit closer, get her past the halfway mark to the 2K. That's going to be the next major milestone for her. And we'll see a little bit more of what she's got going on here. She's obviously a dynamic creator, but I always have a good time hanging out with her, especially in live streams as well. Oh, Calming Mind Meditations, thanks so much. Yes, anybody that tweets or retweets for Tuberchat is added to our Twitter list called Tuberchat Stars, and I list that as YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others, so that if you are active on Twitter, then you can meet all of our members. There's over 40 members now on our Twitter list, and then what will happen is, my guess is, everybody can collaborate, and you'll likely find some action for your videos there for people tweeting and retweeting for each other as well. Yeah, Eating with Miss P does a lot of challenges. Some of them are things I'd never think about doing. Some of them are a little bit more interesting than anything else. So, hopefully, again, everybody will support this channel. And then, Georgia Bulldogs, I hope you still remember your command so that you can get your link in there so that Holly's Hobby House can find you. Now, the best idea always when we're looking for a channels is, the reason why I don't drop a lot of links here is because it really helps the creator when you search and find them and then click on their name. It helps them in the algorithm, as you can imagine, because, you know, imagine if that creator got 100 new subscribers over a couple of weeks, whether here at Tuberchat or somewhere else, but they all were searching and finding, searching and finding, searching and finding. You know, 100 of those will really help. Let me spin the wheel. I'm going to have to step away again for another second. Yeah, Past Life Explorer. You know what the funny thing is? So I did a live stream the other day walking around the mall that's close to us here. And I was talking about the fact that I cannot find anybody who will give me a decent haircut. And I don't live anywhere near the girl who used to do my hair, like, for a long time. And so I went to a place in the mall this week and got the second worst haircut I've ever had. It's offside, it's lopsided, it's terrible and everything else. And I don't usually speak negatively or complain, but that's the case. I'm going to leave you here with Simply Royce for a second. I'll be right back. All right, pardon me again for taking off. Have Kristen cut my hair. You know why I won't let anybody that I care about do that? Is because then if here's the problem. It's not that I don't trust people. Maybe that is what it is. I don't know. But if somebody did that and I didn't like it after because I never like anything, then there'd be resentment, and I don't want that for anybody. I did have one horrible forgot the command Georgia Bulldogs. I think it's Georgia Bulldogs. I think I made it the whole name. I could have made it something better. There it is. Yeah. Oh, Game Master 1414. Very cool. And then Janidi's corner. So it's unfortunate it's unfortunate when that happens, but the best we can do is as much as possible for other creators while you're connecting with them. And then if we all have that mentality, we should be doing better when it comes to the purging and stuff that's going on in the algorithm. It should be slowing down. It seems to be. And then that's Game Master 1414 is with us here as Master. So that's cool. I must be a joy to live with. I literally, I don't like anything. I'm one of those people who, I try to embrace change. I really do. I try. But when I like something, I just like it, and that's it. And that's all I want. I go through phases, but they last for years and years and years. I am not the most open-minded person in the world. And then, so this is Georgia Bulldogs. And their link was just dropped by Nightbot in the chat not too long ago. So if you're looking for them, you can grab that. But then again, Georgia Bulldogs, only use it if you need to, because it's better for you if everybody's searching and finding you. It'd be better if somebody was typing in something that's specific to you. I'm not sure what might be. Let's look at your videos here for a second, see if we can come up with an idea. Let's go to your most popular videos. You know, Mr. Beast, Fortnite, Xbox unboxing, making burgers. So I wonder if we type in Georgia Bulldogs Fortnite, but that might be too popular. Okay. Unboxing might be too popular. Burgers. Yeah. Oh, okay. So your video comes up, but it's still not helping as much as we wish. It'll take a little bit longer. Once you get a couple hundred more subscribers, you should find it getting better and better. In the meantime, yeah, just go ahead and use that link when you need it. And then hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. I'm going to add some more names to the wheel before I spin again. So I'm just looking through my list. I have a robot that helps me with this stuff. Bay and Bay TV, I've got you on there. Radical Productions and Mariska Van Bundren. Everybody should be able to hear me. I know my mic is on, right? Seems like it. I see people responding to me, so it should be okay. I think I'm missing an inside joke there, but that's all right. Is Miss Calm Vibes with Miss JoJo here with us still? I'm just having a look because I want to keep the wheel a little more full. I don't want to drain it out like I have been. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. And Georgia Bulldogs, like I said, 262 subscribers. I'd love to see them get to the 270. I want to see this channel at 300. We'll look at Mariska Van Bundren right away. Luck is on your side today. We'll have to, we'll have to look at what happens with Nalani J, because that's a fairly new channel to Tuberchat. They haven't been here often. Whenever you see a channel in the chat that's saying things that are, like that, like, are you muted? Can you hear me? Can anybody see me? And stuff like that. You just have to be cautious that maybe something is up with that account. So I think that account is okay, but let's keep an eye for a second. Mariska Van Bundren is an extremely generous creator. She's already done a couple of shout-out videos where Tuberchat was included, one for us and one including us. Those are now featured on our front page. She does a lot of featured channels collaborating here, like you can see. And then as well, I know she's willing to swap playlists with creators. So if anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. And then other creators should reach out to you for the purpose of making those arrangements. Everybody's free to make them independently and individually, of course. So please don't be shy. If you see somebody say that they're willing to swap playlists, then please reach out to them also. If you have the ability to share the stream, of course, I'll appreciate that, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. And then the thumbs up mean more now than ever. So if you haven't already, I'd love it if you give a thumbs up. It really does help the stream. Even I have to be reminded sometimes when I'm on the phone, but I'll appreciate it, of course. And then lots of creators are willing to swap playlists. If there's a video that is private, so private videos, you shouldn't be able to see any on anybody else's channel, but for your own, any videos that you have are private. You just have to know that, so those videos are just held. Nobody can see them except for you. YouTube added a new feature where you can share a private video with like people specifically. Not like an unlisted video where anybody with the link can get it, right? People could send the link to each other and get it. But a private video and as well as unlisted videos do not count for watch hours. So that's something to think about. So if you have something that's private that you don't want out there or unlisted that you just don't want people to find, then that's okay, but you won't get watch hours for those. And then, let me see what I can do. I've got to get a couple more names here onto the wheel. And then just pardon me for one more second here, please. Bay and Bay TV is willing to swap playlists, so anybody can reach out to them for that purpose as well. And it looks like everybody's having a good time meeting new friends and family members for their channel. I think I must be moving a lot faster today with the names on the wheel. Let's see what else we can do here. Carrie Beth's been on there for a while. She's in the top spot, which means it's going to take forever to come around. Except that I've said that now. The luck always seems to be that whoever slides into the top spot has to wait and wait and wait. Calming Mind Meditations can get onto the wheel now. That was our featured channel from yesterday. And Adrian Villanueva Vlogs is willing to swap playlists as well. Meditations. Need a wheel to decide what you should eat for lunch today? How do you feature channels? Taylor Rochester. Okay, I thought we did that yesterday, but that's okay. I'm happy to go over it. Let's do it quickly right now before I spin. So you can head to your channel and you can click this button called Customize Channel. There's also a button on the phone that allows it, but I don't have the ability right this second to do the phone tutorial. I can do it at the end of the live stream if you'd like me to, if you're still here, probably an hour and a half from now. So once this comes up, it's easiest to do on a computer. You have these different sections here, right? And so what happens if you don't already have it, you can click Add Section, and at the bottom, YouTube gives you a chance to put a featured channels section here. We have 3 because I have one for gold and silver members and I have one for bronze members separately. And then we have featured channels closer to the top of our page. And what I will do is I will take a channel here. Who do I want to take out? I'll take out 2 pineapples. And then all I have to do is look for them again. And when their channel comes up, they come up right at the top here. And you'll see that YouTube automatically adds them to the bottom of the list. You can rearrange those any way you want. You can rearrange these as well by grabbing this handle. When you're done, you must click Publish. It's very important. And it takes a few minutes for those changes to take effect, but hopefully everybody finds that to be somewhat helpful. And JetLife777 is actually active on a lot of different social network channels. Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs. This is another generous creator who's been previously featured with Tuberchat, of course, but is a very much loved and well-respected member, not only of the Tuberchat community, but of the small YouTuber community at large. And there it is, 5,000 subscribers, 5,350 actually. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. Oh, Thrill Seek, sorry, okay, I missed your question there. So if you add videos, let's say, into your watch later list, or a playlist of any kind, and then you go back to look at that and you see that a video has been made private for that creator, what will happen is when you're trying to run that playlist, it will stop. More than likely, it will stop at that video, and then you won't get all the way through. So if you notice something that's private, especially if you're doing what I talk about with the watch later list, you want to dump that video out and pick something else from that creator. A lot of times creators put things out. Even I made a mistake on one of the channels that I managed for somebody else the other day, and I made a couple of mistakes in a video and had to take it down. And that's rare. I think that's only the second time I've done that. Now, it's still no excuse. I've produced hundreds and hundreds of videos. But in that case, I did that. So if anybody had already... Now, they wouldn't have because it was brand new. But if anybody had put that video into any kind of a playlist, it would now be... Now it would disappear. But for a little while, it might have been made private. Hilarious Leon, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then don't have a computer, Taylor Rochester. No problem. That the featured channels collaboration, I believe, can be done with a phone. I haven't done it yet, but if you want, like I said, if you're still here an hour and a half from now, we'll do it. Because I got to go through a bit of a maneuver here to plug my phone into the computer, get it up on the screen, and hopefully not crash the whole stream. And if anybody wants to reach out to me for the purpose of letting me know that maybe creators are not connecting the right way or swapping playlists right or any of that stuff, I'm available on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuberchat. I try to be attentive of it so that if there's something I need to address, I can take care of it right away. So let's spin one more time. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll see what I can do about adding more names to the wheel. So we're going to look at Carrie Beth now. Oh, so Mariska Van Bunderen is asking about adding a trivia logo to your banner if you're going to do trivia. So there's a million ways to do that, right? You can just use the word trivia. You don't have to use Trivial Pursuit. We should never be using anything that's copyrighted at all. So if you're using a major company logo, like I know a lot of people do, I know we're not supposed to. I never am going to publicly encourage anybody to bend or break a rule or law. So you have to make your own decision on what you're willing to tolerate when it comes to that. But you can always just use the word trivia. I'm sure there's a million ways that that's been done on, like if you search Google Images and stuff like that. But you'll probably, I'm trying to remember what the logo for Trivial Pursuit looks like, but I thought it was just really thin lettering script words, so it might not be the best thing to add to a banner. I forget though. And then, yeah, Radical Productions. Just make sure you're leaving long, meaningful comments so that they stick. Okay, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And then again, like I said, if you feel the need to reach out to me, please be absolutely, anybody can reach out to me anywhere they want. I have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for Tuberchat, and then I'm also available on most social networks myself as well. Lots of people love trivia, though, so it's a great idea. Here's Carrie Beth. This is a channel with well over 2,000 subscribers. I'd love to see her hit the 2,200. That's on her mind right now because she has, you know, 2190 right now, maybe a little bit more. So I'm hoping we can push her over that 2200 mark. Carrie is an extremely generous creator. She still swaps playlists even though she's monetized, which I would recommend for anybody that's monetized. Why wouldn't you? If you have the ability, you still got people running ads or getting at least premium revenue and this and that. But as well, she does the featured channels collaboration, and this is what Taylor Rochester was talking about. So we did an example of how to do that on a computer. Where possible, I'll try to get into a tutorial for how to do that on the phone. If we still want it at the end of today's live stream, we'll do it. And then I wonder how to get my notifications to stop coming up there. If not, I will try to remember to do it at the beginning of next week's first live stream, Friday night. Phone feature channels. I write notes for myself still on pen and paper, as you can see. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active. Of course, I'll get around to everybody. One of the things I talk about with Carrie all the time is because, with her channel, is because, you know, her thumbnails are spectacular. Her presentation is fantastic. But when we look at her channel, her branding has been the same, even though she's made changes ever since the beginning. So even if you go back and you see an older video from her, as soon as you see the thumbnail, you still know it's her, even though, you know, it's from a long time ago. She's been on YouTube for a couple of years already. Let's see what I can do about adding names to the wheel before I spin. Just looking at who's not been on there that's on my robot list right now. Radical Productions, I've got you on there. Country Boy Magic, hopefully is still with us. Is Angel Inspire still with us? I think they're actually long gone, right? Put Adrian Villanueva vlogs, and then we'll see what's happening after that. Let's spin. Oh, you have to pardon me for a second. That's not going to be for me, but I wonder if I can stop that from ringing. I just pull the power out of it. Does that help? I don't know whether that was a good idea or not. And then Friday night live stream, or is in the morning? Forgive me. Let's just take a look. Friday is noon. Oh, but it's because it's 11 a.m. for Jaden, with different time zones that we're always dealing with. There can be question as to whether a live stream's actually going to be in the morning or the afternoon, right? Depending where you are. So next week I'm reversing the order in which the live streams were from this weekend. So Friday will be at noon Eastern, Saturday at 2, Sunday at 4, and Monday at 6, I think. And then when we're talking about visiting houses and leaving packages, just keep in mind that we're visiting a channel and watching a video that's going to somebody's house, right? Leaving a package means leaving a meaningful comment of at least a couple of full sentences on a video. That's the package, right? That's what we're talking about. Because we don't say sub for sub and all that other stuff here. So you got to make sure that your comments are meaningful, genuine, best to be related to the content of the video you're watching. And then when you come back, let the creator know what video you watched so that they can find your comment easily and quickly, and then they'll get right back to you. Budsville, USA, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Looks like everybody's doing okay. Yeah, Adrian. No, we have a house phone here. I don't answer it. I don't think any calls ever come for me here, but Kristen's had a house phone for a long time, so hasn't let it go yet. But it helps because you know, God forbid something's wrong with the cell phones or networks and stuff like that. At least there's that, right? 03 says Mariska Raid again, yeah. And there you go. Thrill Seeks, yes, watch in full, like, comment regarding the video in question. Very good. So hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. We're looking at Radical Productions, and I see you've changed your banner again. Very cool. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. We can see how close they are. With 2980, we can get this channel so close. I don't know if we can quite hit you to the 3K right now, but they're so close. And we all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different kinds. And for those of us who aren't quite at 3K yet, we can imagine how great that must feel. So I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get them a little bit closer there. And Radical Productions is a channel that's been with us for quite some time now here in Tuberchat, several months, I believe. And then pardon me while I just address something quickly on Instagram. Did you get what? Thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. And then, oh, is Georgia Bulldog still in the house? I don't know. Maybe not. They tend to come in and out, actually. But a lot of times, Georgia Bulldogs will let us run while they're offline doing something else. And so they might be listening if they're not in the chat right this second. We'll know in a moment. Here's Country Boy Magic. Let's see what they got going on for us today. 150 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. We'll get them to the 160 that they're looking for today and push them a little bit farther on that road to 200. And let me see what I can do over here. We've got Adrian Villanueva Vlogs on the wheel already. Oh, Hilarious Leon, there's actually many channels like Tuberchat. Lots and lots and lots of channels where you can grow and find other creators and stuff like that. The only difference is that in Tuberchat, I don't do anything to make things easy on everybody. So you'll notice I don't drop a lot of links unless it's absolutely necessary. And then And the reason for that is because it helps creators when you search and find and click on them. But I want Tuberchat to be the most strict with all the rules. And so what happens is if we had people who come through and didn't want to put up with the way that Tuberchat runs, then you would know the only people who can handle this are people who are very serious and willing to go the extra mile when it comes to connecting. Now, there are a lot of other great growth streams out there where I have gained hundreds of subscribers, both for myself and for Tuberchat, but there are literally hundreds of them now, hundreds. Sometimes you'll find creators right here like Mariska Van Bunderen and like Adrian Villanueva Vlogs and several of more channels that come through Tuberchat regularly who allow people to connect in their live streams the way that Tuberchat does. But Tuberchat is a dedicated growth stream. It's like all we do here, right? As well as tutorials and stuff. I try to share knowledge and gain knowledge so that we can all make the right decisions for all of our channels. What does it mean to verify your age, Thrill Seeks? Sometimes there are videos that are marked either by YouTube or creators that are deemed not necessarily inappropriate, but some are inappropriate, some are that they want to just be really, really safe and make sure that they're only being exposed to people who are, let's say, 18 or over. 18 seems to be the age of majority in most areas that I know of. And then the other thing I want to remind everybody too is while we're connecting, I hope everybody's always giving the thumbs up. I could really use it, so of course, if you can give a thumbs up to our live stream right now, I'll appreciate it. It really does help the stream, but it really does help because in the world where we're able to get thumbs up and thumbs down, you want to keep your averages up, and you always want to be helping other creators. So on a computer, I know not everybody's on a computer. Some people are on a phone, and it's you have to remember to hit the thumbs up. You got to turn chats off and stuff like that. On a computer, you can add a Chrome extension. Christian Nomad turned me on to one that's just a auto like extension, and you'll see what happens. We know I haven't watched this mixed emotions video, but you see how like as soon as I click on it, it's liked, because I think I have my auto like extension running right now. Yeah, there it is. YouTube auto like is running, and you can get that for Chrome. Probably Firefox too has something like that, but it really helps. So when you're talking about giving thumbs up to creators, you're helping pump their averages up, because we always want to keep the thumbs up and thumbs down in check where possible. If you're having trouble with thumbs down, you can always hide your thumbs up and thumbs down. It's a shame when we have to do it, but I find that it helps, because if you've got somebody giving you a lot of thumbs down, they can't count. So they can't be sure of how many they've given, and they tend to, on channels that I run for other people where it has been a problem, it slowed it down a little bit. House of X Entertainment Inc. is in the house. That's a member, so their channel's getting added to the wheel right away, but that's a joint business venture between Yo, It's Your Boy Leo and It's Me Wanston Yes Honey, both of whom who have been with Tuberchat from the very beginning. So hopefully that helps, and again, I'll just reiterate, but I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up. It really, really does matter, and it really does help. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, but as long as everybody's still active in the chat, I should be able to catch up with everybody. If there's anything you've asked or mentioned that you wanted me to see and I missed, just please be patient with me, mention it again, and I'll keep my eyes open for anything that's upcoming. And again, if anybody wants to reach out to me on Instagram to let me know, for instance, maybe if creators are not connecting the right way, or if you're having trouble with playlist swapping and things like that, you can reach out on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuberchat, and I will be able to address whatever we need in the chat. So Budsville, USA, the best suggestion always here in Tuberchat, and my pleasure, Holly's Hobby House. The best idea here in Tuberchat is always to go first. So while if everybody's doing that, you will find creators coming to you first and you'll be able to get them back. The most success is found when you visit other channels. You go to their channel, watch their video, give them a comment and a like, subscribe to them, then come back here, let them know that you've done it, and then they will get back to you. That's where the most success comes. Most creators will not connect with somebody, and the reason I don't make it easy on everybody is because it really helps creators when you search, find, and click on them. You can imagine in the algorithm, as we grow and gain hundreds of subscribers, if more people are searching, finding, and clicking you, the algorithm is really going to start to favor you, and that's how people with popular names can really start to move up the search results. Izzy's Life Vlogs is in the house. Forgive me, I didn't see your message before you retracted it, but hopefully you're doing okay. It's always good to have you here. And then we don't do any self-promotion, Taylor Rochester, so just be careful about that. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll see what I'm going to do about adding more names to the wheel. Oh, yeah, I have, so Izzy's Life, I've been using Streamlabs now. I switched from StreamYard to Streamlabs, but the problem is I recently bought a new computer, but I shouldn't have. So I bought the base model iMac, which is, you know, brand new and this and that, but it only has 8 gigs of RAM, and I should have waited. It's no problem, Taylor Rochester, I just want to let you know, because in other live streams, you might get hosts and moderators and stuff like that that will, you know, snap and this and that if you tell everybody you're going live, right? Because I just don't want that to happen to you. So that's all that is. And then what happens is, because I only have 8 gigs of RAM, you can see this little program that I've got running on my computer here. I don't know how well anybody can see that, but it's meant to try to like clear the memory as much as it can, but you can see it's almost full, right? So I'm gonna get this thing upgraded in the next week or two. It's not the easiest thing to get Macs upgraded, but I will be able to do it, and that should alleviate all these problems. But I have had 2 streams crash on me for that reason, because what happens is with Streamlabs, if you're touching anything, like if you're switching, like I'll take a chance here, but I'll show you. If I sometimes have to step away for a second, I might switch screens, and then when I switch back, you can see that all the old stuff that was there has to bounce back into the screen, and it's a little bit heavy on the processor and the RAM for my particular computer. I didn't know that before I bought it. I didn't even imagine that would be a problem. So anyway, I had 2 streams crash for that reason, but they were far enough along, I don't bother restarting, right? I know a lot of creators, when you're doing live streams, you want to stop and restart. But with Tuberchat, we already do 10 hours a weekend anyway. So if we're an hour or an hour and a half in, if I have a problem, I'm just going to let it go. But it's only happened a couple times. So that's all that is. You just have to beware, because StreamYard, that a lot of people use, is just web-based. It runs in a browser, so it's not that heavy. But Streamlabs is a program that runs on your computer, either Mac or Windows. And it can have trouble. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. I hope I caught you before you left, but thank you. And then, yeah, Taylor Rochester, if there's anything that you wanted to ask, go ahead, but if not, then that's okay. And hopefully everybody's had a chance to read our updated description. It talks about what we can do to improve the purging that's going on with YouTube. You see that my connections are never taken away. Almost never, ever, ever. And the reason why is because I'm not hitting a lot of growth streams these days like I was when I first was building Tuberchat. Most of our growth is organic. But when new channels come into Tuberchat that I haven't met before, you see that I put them on the screen. I take a long video, usually around 10 minutes, add it into the watch later list. Later I go and I comment on that video while I watch in full, and I give the thumbs up and all that. But YouTube doesn't take my connections away. I lose subscribers, but nobody loses me, right? And it's just because I believe of the fact that the videos are so long and the comments that I leave are long, even if they're not meaningful. I might just say, like, great work, keep it up, looking forward to more. You've all seen that from me before. But they stick, so I'm hoping everybody will do similar, and we talk about that in the description. It's all kind of laid out now, especially for anybody that's new to Tuberchat. Trying to get into streaming yourself. Any suggestions? Streaming on your PlayStation recently was not long enough. Want to stream games, so any ideas? So I don't have it in front of me. I have an Elgato card that plugs in USB. So it's an external device. It plugs into a laptop or a computer, and then you run the Xbox HDMI feed through it. Kira has done that as well. So any of the video games that are on our channels have been done that way. And then we use Streamlabs, always. Streamlabs OBS, we always use. So that's a thought. At some point, maybe I can make a tutorial. I know there's lots of them out there, but I may do one anyway. So Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs is a creator that allows people to connect in her live stream the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. And with 1,300 subscribers, she's getting very close to 1,400. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Let's spin, and I will think about adding another couple of names to the wheel. I don't know if Bay and Bay TV is still here. We're going to have to look. I'll put the channel up now, and we'll just move on quickly if they're not here. Okay, I don't think they're still here. So I'll try to hurry. Let me see what I can do about adding names to the wheel. And then, so Holly's Hobby House, yeah, what you'll find is usually what YouTube is doing is taking away older connections to replace the new ones that you're making. All you can really do is as much as possible for other creators while you're connecting to them. So even when I say watch a 3-minute video in full, you're better off watching a 4, 5, 6, or 7-minute video, right? Leaving a long, meaningful comment should be related to the content of the video so it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filter. I always leave at least 2 or 3 sentences, so you could leave 3 or 4. But it really does matter, right? Because if everybody is doing more and more of what I'm talking about, going farther, going the extra mile, we slow this down, and I hear it from creators all the time. Izzy's Life Vlogs, did I miss something else that you mentioned? Or am I okay? Hopefully I caught what you were mentioning. I hope I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, but if anybody has something that they've asked or mentioned, then please just be patient with me, mention it again, and I'll keep my eyes open. And then, yeah, so I noticed Mariska Van Bunderen just mentioning spell numbers out. Where possible, please always try to remember in chats like this, like Tuberchat and other growth streams, we always have to spell numbers by using words, always. And sometimes when you're in other channels, you will have moderators or hosts like really jump on you if you make mistakes, like simple things like using numbers or too many emojis. So we keep our emojis to 1 or 2. We don't use any numbers in the chat. We always spell them out with words. And that will give you an easier time when you're out in other growth streams. It's not such a big deal here because we've never had a problem and everybody's so unbelievably respectful all the time. But it's just something we want to keep in mind. And so we enforce those rules. This is what I mean about making Tuberchat extremely strict, because then you have a better time everywhere else. And then thank you, Haunted Avenue. Like 10, 50, 36. Yes. Okay. I did promise I was gonna think about getting some more names onto the wheel here. Oh, thank you, Izzy's Life. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to miss that. Share J, is that a new connection for Tuberchat? Forgive me, you must have slipped by. I didn't see you come in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Janitti's Corner, I've got you on the wheel now because it's your turn, but how do you create a playlist? I will show you right now. Let's go into, there's many ways to do this, so you can do it very simply. I could just take Bay and Bay TV here, take any video, go on the three dots here, click Save to Playlist, and then it will ask me to create a new playlist or add it into one that I've already got. But if you want to have a little bit more control, you can go into your YouTube studio. You can specifically go on playlists and then create a new playlist, right? So we want to make a new playlist. This is called My New Playlist. Of course, you will use a much better name than I am. Make it public, unlisted, private, or whatever you'd like. Click Create. Now, when I click on this playlist, it gives me the option to add videos. This is for if I want to add my own videos. You can add a description to a playlist, and you have, I believe, 5,000 characters again. Yeah, so you can make this nice and long so that maybe this will get found. And by having people hit a playlist of your videos, what happens is when they get to the end of the video, if they get there, but when they do, YouTube will force another video of yours on them instead of going out into the algorithm and just picking something for them, right? So this is how you can really pump your watch hours up, is by always sharing playlist links and by doing the playlist swapping that we talk about. So if I want to add videos, I just click the three dots and click Add Videos. There's lots of other stuff you can do here. I just go to your YouTube videos, and then you can just start adding. You just click which ones you want. Don't click the ones you don't want. Click Add Videos. The page will refresh itself, and there you go. Your playlist is ready to go. So hopefully that's helpful. It's fairly easy to do. It's even easier than that, but I just want to show you the main way, if you want to call it that. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. I thought you were on the wheel today. I'm 99% sure I put you on the wheel. But I don't want to be wrong, so let's make sure. Calming Mind Meditations. But thank you for letting me know. Yeah, if anybody's been here for a long time, you feel like you should have been on the wheel, but you haven't been, it usually takes half an hour to 45 minutes. Then please don't let me slip by and forget or miss you, because once we've done, like, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday live streams, it can be confusing as to whether you've been on the wheel today or yesterday or any of that stuff. So, Life with Sonia has not been on the wheel yet, but you're actually close. I have a robot here that keeps track of everybody, right? And what it does, it keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. So it's not just about how long you're here, and it refreshes every like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. So when I look down here, usually I put channels in that have been in number 4 here, level 4, but you Bautissimo has this point system that really makes almost no sense as to, like I said, not just how long you're here, right? But like Life with Sonia would be on the wheel any minute now. So I'll just put you on right now. And then Calming Mind Meditations here with 37 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They were our featured channel from yesterday. They are subscribed to many more channels than are subscribed to them. Because what happens is, like you can see when I click on their channels here, I click on their subscriptions, They've got lots and lots and lots of channels that they're subscribed to, but YouTube is playing some serious games with them. And most of these channels are familiar to me. There's a lot of Tuberchat channels in here. There's a lot of other channels they probably met outside that also have been through Tuberchat before. I just recognize them, this and that. But you can see there was a lot more than 38 or 37 channels in there, and they're generous in that they do the featured channels collaboration. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. Even if you think you got them before, please go look and try to get them again. Just make sure, because you'll see for yourself YouTube has taken those connections away. And then if we follow the instructions and watch at least a 3-minute video, this 5-minute one would be perfect for them. Take a second longer video, maybe this 15-minute one, add it into your watch later list that you could just let run while you sleep and this and that. Give them a thumbs up always. Thumbs up is very important. And then hopefully the subscription will stick. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever. So of course I will appreciate it, but it really does help the stream. So I'd love it if you would do that. Forgive me if I'm missing anything in the chat, because I happen to... oh, the wheel. So Budsville, USA, the wheel. We call this the Wheel of Doom. And what happens is after you've been here for about 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes it takes longer, depending on how active you are in the chat. My robot, Bottissimo, helps me. And it keeps track of how active everybody is. And then when it's your turn, after you've been here a while, I put you on the wheel. The wheel's random, of course, like you see when I spin. And then when your name comes up, if you're still here, I put you on the screen and we talk about your channel for a moment, if that's what you would like. Do a featured collaboration? Are you talking about this, Thrill Seeks, where we do the featured channels here? I'm going to put House of X Entertainment Inc. up because they do it too. And then I'll show you if that's what you're talking about. There's many ways to collaborate with creators, right? I've been lucky to have a few creators that happen to be close to me come and visit in my hometown of Niagara Falls, and we've been able to do in real life collaborations. But you can also do panels and things like that. Mariska does a lot of those. Past Life Explorer does those. Lots of creators here do panels with StreamYard or different places, different programs, things like that. Kristen has done, like, when it was time for her to do the 40 question challenge, she teamed up with a creator named Mishana, and they did that together. So that's a way of collaborating as well. There's a lot of different ways. But one of the ways you can do some simple stuff is this featured channels collaboration. So you just, once you've got somebody that you feel like you want to feature, then you feature them on your page, they feature you on their page, but it really helps the algorithm, right? Not to mention your audience. The more your channel gets seen by people, the more it builds your brand in people's mind, and then they will think like, hey, I've seen this before. Like, wow, so many channels are putting this channel on their front page. They must be, worth connecting with. Like Walk With Me Tiffany is a dedicated supporter. Let's Talk About It with Anita is extremely supportive and dedicated. And then It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo are the two partners in which House of X Entertainment Inc. is now a business venture. So there's lots of different ways you can use these collaborations, both for yourself and for other people. And then forgive me, I hope I haven't missed anything in the chat. If the algorithm does cancel the subscription, can you go back and tell whoever to resubscribe? Yes, Janetti's Corner, absolutely, yes. So one of the things also is, I don't know if these guys have it, I'll have to look. So they don't have their subscriptions public, but they've got their featured channels here. So I always suggest to everybody to have your subscriptions public. That way, when you tell somebody that you've been to their house and left them a package, they can go in your subscriptions, see themselves there, and know that you're right. And that's a way to justify. And then as well, you can go through and you can look in your own subscriptions, and you can, if you wanted to, I know it's a little bit more work, but if you wanted to, you could literally write down or keep track some way of all the creators that you're connecting with one by one. Then 24 or 48 hours, go back later, make sure they're all still in your subscriptions, because YouTube might be taking them away from you too. It really sucks when we lose subscribers. I know that. We're all going through it. I promise you. I've been complaining for months about this. But you got to remember, YouTube's doing it to you and for you at the same time. So other creators are losing you, possibly. Not always, maybe. YouTube never takes my connections away, ever. I lose subscribers, but nobody loses me. And the reason why is because I always watch longer videos than I talk about. You see me aim for like 10-minute videos. As a matter of fact, right now I'm subscribed to so many channels, most days I can't even subscribe to anybody else. Then, secondly, I always leave a long comment, even if it's not, genuine. It might just say, keep up the great work, looking forward to more work, this and that. But it's always 2, 3, sometimes even 4 sentences. I do a lot of sharing on Reddit for people where possible if I'm on a computer. And then I always give the thumbs up and subscribe. But you'll notice every time I put a channel up here, if they're not brand new, they're always subscribed. So it's just something to think about while we're connecting with everybody. And thank you, Haunted Avenue. And then thank you, Budsville. Yeah, I'm always learning from creators of all sizes every single day. So it doesn't matter, but I happen to be a professional channel manager. That's how I started on YouTube, running channels for other people. I've produced hundreds of videos. We have thousands of subscribers and millions of views and all this other good stuff, right? But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And what I wish is for all of us to share our knowledge here so that we can all make the best decisions for our channels, myself included, because the algorithm and everything else keeps changing. I've been a social media guy since it started. I was there for Friendster and MySpace when Facebook began and all that other stuff. But like I said, I learn all the time. I just happen to love this stuff. So we can all share our knowledge. It doesn't take away from one person to help another, right? I don't have to give you my subscribers. I can just help all of us get more. And then as far as money, we don't have to take money away from each other to help each other get monetized. It just builds the pool even larger and larger and larger. So YouTube is magical. And then, yeah, the algorithm and the AI and all that stuff is much smarter than probably any of us even think. It really knows. But unfortunately, they're doing this thing where they are taking subscribers, and I really don't know what the motivation is behind that. Maybe they're trying to slow things down. Yeah, all Adrian Villanueva Vlogs is hearing that big YouTubers with even more than 50K are losing. Absolutely. The biggest channel that I run right now has just passed 10,000 subscribers. So I think they've got 10,500, something like that. And then another couple of channels with almost 3,000, almost 1,500, something like that. And they're losing too. Not as much as we are, because we're doing what we're doing, and some creators, hopefully not many, but some creators, no matter how much I say, are not going to do it the right way. There's a lot of creators who go into growth streams like Tuberchat, but they just turn the sound off because they really don't want to listen to me for 2 hours while they're doing what they're doing, which is fine. I'm just doing the live stream so we have something to do for 2.5 hours while the chat runs. That's why it's called Tuberchat, not Tuber Guy, right? And so not everybody is going to follow the instructions perfectly. Our hope is that most people do. And in that way, we see channels getting monetized every week. It seems every weekend I'm in at least one monetization celebration for somebody, and that keeps continuing, and it's been going on ever since this purging started halfway through September. House of X Entertainment Inc. is Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, together with 183 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards 190 today and get them really close on that road to 200. So this is Life of Sonia. This is a new connection for Tuberchat. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take this 11-minute video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course, and I'll subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat now and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I happen to be a little bit behind. Reddit is another social network, more of a message board, if you want to call it that, where people can post links. They're very, very strict about not posting things where they don't belong, and you're not supposed to self-promote. But I made what we call a subreddit, which is a special place just for YouTubers to post their videos. Anybody can post there. And it's, of course, called Tuberchat. But the hope is that as you post there, for people who happen to be active on Reddit, they'll catch it. And your videos could get found from people who aren't even in the community, which is what the hope is. I'll show you in a moment. Before we leave Life with Sonia, I'll show you the subreddit. And then pardon me because I might have, I don't mean to miss anything in the chat. And then, yeah, we always want to be patient with each other as well, right? Not everybody who comes to Tuberchat knows what we're talking about when we say don't use numbers. Like, they don't know why, they don't know what we're talking about, and it's easy to forget. Even I forget from time to time. But where possible, whenever in chats like this, we always want to spell our numbers out and always use words so that when you're in other live streams, you don't get jumped on by moderators and stuff like that. Oh, wrong channel. Life with Sonia. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Let's see if we can find you. Your channel will come up better in search results. Let me match your avatar here. It's right here. Okay, so let me make sure. I'm just going to hop into my watch later list for a second. I didn't mean to do that. Clicking too fast here. Let me get into my watch later list. I'm going to pop out the video that was wrong. I'm going to go back to your channel. And then I'm going to add one of your videos. So we got to make sure we're getting the right Life of Sonia. Hopefully everybody's matching the avatar the same way that I'm doing right here. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Sonia. But it's okay. We've got you now. So hopefully just by subscribing, what'll happen is the next time you're here, your channel will come up easier for me, hopefully. So again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take this 11-minute video, add it into my watch later list. After the live stream, I'll be able to go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And I will give you a thumbs up, of course. We should always be doing that for each other. And then I will subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And I'll see what I can do about adding more names to the wheel right now. Janetti's Corner is still there. I'm not sure if... Oh, I don't... Oh, USA. Oh, Budsville. Oh, yeah, Budsville, USA. I just don't do wrenches here, right? So I know most other growth streams do, and I even go in them, right? And I have wrenches too, and lots of creators do that. I just don't, and the reason why is because, like I said, I don't want to do anything to make things easier on anybody, because the kind of creators who will not be willing to... How do I put this the right way? The only creators that will be willing to put up with the way that I run Tuberchat, where I don't do anything to help, you know that that is the most genuine, most serious-minded creators when it comes to their channels. And it really does help when you search, find, and click on somebody's name. That really does help in the algorithm for them. And that's what we want, right? So I just don't do it here. Not to mention, once a long time ago, long time ago, there was a day, and I thought it might have been a robot, but unfortunately I'm wrong. It has to be a moderator. I had a few. More than I do now. That's why I take moderating so seriously. And I had a moderator go through and delete lots and lots of channels. So I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why. But anyway, so I had to clear out all my moderators, clear out all my banned channels, and had trouble with that. That can happen. So that's something you got to be aware of, right? It's easy to want to give out wrenches, and I understand why a lot of channels do, but it's just something to consider. That's all. That's why I give away like so few. Kristen and Kira, who are in the chat, live with me. Kristen is my girlfriend. Kira is her daughter, so they have wrenches. Some dear friends who have been helping me for a year now have wrenches, like It's Me Once Then Yes Honey, or Happy Lux, or Melda and Amra, and Vern's Junk Closet, and other friends like that might have. Other than that, Scratch and Pete is the only dedicated moderator that we have on this channel right now. And I had been watching PA for quite some time before asking, and only because the generosity that I see in them and the support that I see, and I have never seen anything negative come out of Scratch and Pete. So for that reason, I asked if he would be willing to be a moderator, and is. And yes, that's true, Mariska. Yes. The other thing, too, is that you can see members better that way. So when somebody gets a membership with Tuberchat, they're very well seen, right? Because when you're a member, you're turned green. When you're a moderator, you're turned blue. So we already know that when people come to a live stream, they go after Super Chatters first, they go after members second, they go after moderators third, and then they go after everybody else. Not everybody, but it could be a mentality, right? So for that reason, I want to make sure that when people have a membership, they get as much value as I can possibly give. So Life with Sonia, like I said, I've got your video in my watch later list. I know I've knocked out the other wrong channel that I was looking at. And then this is the reason I like featuring channels on the screen like this, is because as time goes on, more and more, when I have your channel up on the screen, I will get to know your channel better. Hopefully, eventually, I get to know the creators behind the channels better as well. And then I can feature you better every time that you're here. Yo, it's your boy Leo. See, Yo, it's your boy Leo is here. That's half of the duo that makes up House of X Entertainment Inc., which is Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me Once Then Yes Honey, who we just saw. So these are things to think about too. Eventually your channel will be monetized, right? For those of you who are not monetized yet, eventually your channel will be monetized. Now, I was lucky because, like I said, I run channels for other people. They were monetized before me, and I got to play around with their memberships before I ever had to do it with my own. So I had to consider all the different things that were going to come up, and I don't want to make a lot of changes to Tuberchat. I want the live stream to run. So even now, even though we're monetized, their super chats and memberships are available, but I don't hold anything back from anybody. The information is always going to be free. I always want to help. And the only thing that I do in the case of super chats and memberships is just get them onto the wheel or the screen faster. That's it. And then a couple of other little bonuses, like to add some value, but it doesn't take away from the live stream or take away from anybody else. It's very, very important to me. So hopefully everybody's having a good time meeting new friends and family members. Hot in Cali is a new connection for Tuberchat. And let's just make sure. Now this is not a popular name, so it's got to be the right channel. I hope they're still with us. They might be. They might have gone. But anyway, we know this is the right channel. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take one of your videos, and I don't have a choice, so I will take your hour live stream. I'll just make that the last video in my watch later list at some point, right? Actually, I'll show you how to do that too. So let me go to my watch later list. You'll see there's their video right there, but you can just grab this handle and knock it to the bottom, right? That way I can when I'm watching that video, if I have to just let it run, I can just let it run after I comment on it and give the thumbs up. But I will go through that video. I will at least let it run, if not watch it in full. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that live stream. I will give you a thumbs up, of course. We should always be doing that for each other, and then I'll subscribe, and in that way I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on now so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Professor Fox and Dr. B, good to see you here. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, thanks for coming in. Kid Wonder always shares. Kid Wonder's been with Tuberchat ever since the beginning. I've probably known Kid Wonder for a year now. He's been supporting both myself and Tuberchat. For that reason, he's got 2 channels now, and they've both been featured on Tuberchat. There are not many channels that have been featured, or creators that have been featured more than once, but Kid Wonder is one of those. He always shares, and he is working on both channels. And then Scratch and Pete, thanks for reminding everybody. Yes, if you have the ability to share the stream on your community tab, if you have one, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate it. And thumbs up, like I said, mean more now than ever. So I'm hoping everybody will give a thumbs up if you haven't already. I know in a phone you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and it really does help the stream. So I'll appreciate it, of course. Taylor Rochester shared. Thank you for that. Let me get Taylor Rochester on the wheel. I know you went out just for a minute but came back. And then Hot and Cali, we will be officially connected then. Let me spin. And then the other thing, we always want to be patient with each other, right? So one of the things that I mentioned when I started Tuberchat is that I would always be willing to help and guide anybody that you might consider like a newcomer to either Tuberchat or, like, you know, the idea of growth streams and stuff like this. When we talk about limiting our emojis to 1 or 2, and when we talk about not using numbers in the chat and spelling them out, we always want to have patience with people. We never want to be snappy and stuff like that. And it's difficult because we're talking about text here, right? So when we're leaving messages, I'm sure we've all been through it before with either text messages or Instagram or, you know, other places and stuff like that, email even, where there's no tone of voice to go along with your text. And I've had people where, you know, like I've been a moderator in other channels and had somebody come in and do something that I had to guide them along. And for whatever reason, when I said what I did, they took it offensively and got all like mad and blocked me and everything else. And that can happen to anybody. So I don't want that to happen to you, right? That's the other half of the responsibility of actually being a moderator. If you feel like doing it for other channels, is that, you know, when you put yourself out there to tell people what they shouldn't be doing, you are opening yourself up to possibly be attacked by them by saying, you know, like, because you could embarrass somebody, and you have to be careful, in my opinion, not to do that, right? I'm always try to be careful not to embarrass people when I have to call them out for different things. Ghostly Winds, great to see you here. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm always doing well. Thrill Seek's just in the background, very cool. And Brandy Ines Bush, thank you for coming in. That's a member, so her channel will be added to the wheel immediately. And that's what I mean there. That's, you see, it doesn't take away from anybody, but when in the case of Super Chats and memberships, we just let them skip the line and get onto the wheel or the screen right away. And then it's funny because Mariska, like, actually it's funny the joke that you're making, because I've seen that before in chats where a couple people are moderators and they say, look out, man, the moderators are on a rampage today. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's the best thing for the host channel if you're just gonna like time people out and ban them and stuff like that. People get really, really mad, and you don't want that to happen. Saxy Flute, I didn't realize you were still here. I would have checked, but it's time for you to be on the wheel. Let's get you going. And yo, it's your boy Leo. Thanks for hanging out. We've got, we put House of X Entertainment Inc. up a little while ago. And Professor Fox and Dr. B, thanks for the kind words. I just hope you're meeting new friends and family members. And then if anybody has questions that you think I could answer, I'm always happy for us all to share knowledge with each other here so that we can all make the right decisions for our channels, myself included. We've talked a lot about the purging that's been going on the last couple of months and the new shorts videos where some creators are having success. I had laid off of short videos for a while now. I put up a video a day for a couple of weeks and then I stopped because I found out that YouTube was taking all the subscribers away. But there's still benefit in it because, you know, you gain views and, you know, unless you want to open yourself up to having subscribers taken. But those people will possibly subscribe to you and watch other videos, and then that can help. But I am going to drop a short today. It's nothing spectacular or anything like that. It's really just an excuse because I didn't have a video ready this weekend. So I'm going to drop one today, and I've got a video ready for Friday. Last week I put up a video that should have gone out on Friday, out on a Monday, and it just did terribly. So you got to think about that too. You always want to be consistent, but you want to be putting your videos out at the appropriate time. YouTube does a decent job of helping you figure out when is a good time to post, but some common sense helps too, right? If you're going to put, if I'm going to put a video out, then I'd be best to put it out on Friday because Tuberchat's going to run for 4 days. And I may get a little bit of action on that video on my personal channel just from, you know, running Tuberchat. And then as well, that video that I'm talking about happens to be music. It's not best served on a Monday to be having, you know, pounding house music in a video. That's better served for the weekend. So these are things we have to think about, right, as creators. And then thank you, yo, it's your boy Leo. Hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And thank you for welcoming everybody. And I'm going to show you, yo, it's your boy Leo, because like I said, he has been with Tuberchat from the beginning with It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. We looked at House of X Entertainment Inc., but I should show you the creators behind that channel. Brandy Ines Bush has become a member, but they happen to be an active member of the Tuberchat community as it is. And so I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther along. And yeah, Sam's Logs, Trains, and More, we can swap. You'll have to forgive me because I'm so behind. I have been making promises to swap playlists, and I haven't been able to even get moving on it for days. I got to catch up with a lot of people. But I am willing to swap playlists. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists, you can reach out to anybody you'd like to. Just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Don't be shy. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. And then Brandy Ines Bush, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. What we find with all the purging and glitching that's been going on with YouTube taking subscribers for the last few months, it's the channels with less than 100 subscribers that are getting hit the hardest. So I'm hoping everybody will subscribe to this channel, and if you think you've already subscribed, please just take a look and make sure that YouTube hasn't taken your subscription away. And then hopefully we can push this channel towards the 30 that must be on their mind right now and get them a little bit farther on their road to the first 100. And then hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If anybody's asked or mentioned something that you meant for me specifically to see, just please be patient with me. Mention it again and I'll try to keep my eyes open for that. Saxy Flute, we're going to see what's going on here. Two Pineapples knows exactly what I'm talking about with YouTube taking subscribers. So here's Saxy Flute. This is a channel that's been back with us at Tuberchat. several times. With 700 subscribers, it looks like they've got that locked in, so I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well and get them to maybe 710, push them a little bit farther and get them officially on their road to 800. Baskets Resale is in the house. Forgive me, I don't know if I welcomed you today. For the life of me, I can't remember how long you've been here. And FamBam Expat US, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Life with Rose and Ann, I hope I welcomed you when you came in. I did see you. Sometimes my speeches get a little bit long here, but that's okay. So we've got, I'm just going to see if I can do anything about adding any more names to the wheel. Budsville, USA, I never put you on the wheel yet, eh? Taylor Rochester, I need to have a talk with YouTube. Yes, I hope everybody will. So I don't know if this comes up if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, but you can always go to, forgive me, let me, I can't think about what I'm doing here. Before I get to spinning the wheel and to our next channel, I'm just going to go into YouTube Studio and show you something. If you haven't already seen this. Hopefully everybody has this, but it might be when you have 1,000 subscribers. But there's a button here called Send Feedback. And this is where I often report, right? So it allows you to send a screenshot. So I would do this from your whatever page you want to show them. So if you wanted to go on your analytics, let's just do it. And thank you, Baskets Resale. So as you see, they've knocked a lot of life off of the Stream Boss there. So that's how that thing's working. Thank you for your membership. For that reason, I'm going to have your channel up next before I spin. And thank you for doing that. So I just want to show you this. My page is just taking forever. I don't know exactly why it's so slow today. When I click on my subscribers, you'll see Tuberchat is getting the purge too, right? It's knocking out some subscribers. Now, that's not just knocking out subscribers like we lost 3 that day. We lost 3 plus if we ever gained any that day. And the same goes for everybody. So every time you see your numbers, like maybe we got 7 subscribers one day, we might have got more. But you know, with the purging and glitching. Now, usually you see these low numbers. It's rare on a day that Tuberchat live streams that we don't get any new subscribers. So the idea that we got 1 on Saturday when it was a busy day, I don't believe that for a second. So I bet we lost that day. But anyway, so you go to the page that you want to report to them. And it's going to say, yes, include screenshot. So I am losing many subscribers for no reason. I would usually write something a little bit better than that, but I'm trying to imagine what a lot of people are sending them. Oh, my computer's so slow here. And then screenshot loading. Okay, maybe I'm not going to send it right this second because my page doesn't want to work here. I'm just going to knock a couple of extensions out. Awesome screenshot and screen recorder. I love that. I use TubeBuddy every day. I'm taking off my auto like for right now because, you know, I'm not really hitting videos anyway. Okay, forgive me. Anyway, that's how you do it. So forgive me for not going farther with the tutorial. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I'll do it at the end of the live stream if anybody wants me to, but otherwise I'd rather just get back to featuring channels here. But you could do that. The other thing too, Christian Nomad was mentioning, oh sorry, Taylor Rochester's coming up next, but Baskets Resale is coming up first. Forgive me for that. And thank you again, Baskets Resale, for your membership. What that means from now on is that you will be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. And Taylor Rochester will be next, 100%. So Baskets Resale has 282 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them to 290 and get them closer to the 300 that must be on their mind right now. And then the other thing I was just about to say, though, Christian Nomad pointed out the other day, but if you ever see the surveys that come in your YouTube studio where YouTube's asking you for your feedback, then please fill those out. Please, please, please take the time that it takes. It's usually only a few minutes. And please just tell the truth about how you feel about everything that they ask. Because that's how we can just hope that YouTube will, become an even better place, is that if they're at least taking this feedback, if enough of us voice our opinion about things that both are good and bad, then YouTube will it'll always continue to change, but hopefully it will become better and let's say less frustrating for the things that are negative. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, it really does help the stream. They mean more now than ever, so I'll really appreciate it. And if you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. And forgive me, I'm going to put Taylor Rochester up first, but I meant to show everybody our subreddit. And for some reason that slipped my mind for a quick minute there. But we will, I'll just show everybody what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, let's do something here. Let's take Baskets Resale. So I turn my auto like extension off. So I'm just going to give you the like right now. But I'm going to hit share to Reddit. Now I'm already logged in. So if you have a Reddit account, you may have to wait a couple of days before you can even post anything. They do what I wish YouTube would do. If people couldn't just make fake accounts and start posting and hammering you right away, what a great place it would be, right? Reddit has that in mind, so they don't allow people to just make an account and start posting and destroying everybody's work right away. So when we go here to Tuberchat, this is called a subreddit. I'll show you in a quick second. And all you do is, I've got the ability here, live stream is reserved for Tuberchat, but you just put video. You can ask for advice, things you want, milestones that you've hit. I hope everybody will start sharing here. And then you just click post. It's the easiest network of all to share on. And then when we click on the subreddit for Tuberchat, it's just reddit.com/r/Tuberchat. Then you'll see all the different creators that are posting here. Izzy's Life Vlogs, who's with us in the chat, posts here. Rants with Rogers is often in here. Aisha's often in here. But you'll see how much posting I do for people, and hopefully most of you have seen me do that for you as well. And it's so easy. That's the reason why I've got this here, is we're hoping that you're going to get some action off your videos because people otherwise may find them in the Reddit system. So we got 75 members in the Tuberchat subreddit right now, and everybody's free to join that. So again, that's Baskets Resale. Let's get Taylor Rochester up here because I already did spin the wheel. Blessed Girl Joe, thanks for coming back in. Good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. So this is Taylor Rochester with 16 subscribers. This is another channel that's likely struggling with the purging and glitching I'm talking about. And yes, Thrill Seeks, they have an app, so Reddit is available on the phone as well. It's the little alien looking thing, and I think the logo for that is, I'm going to be sure in a second. Not that it matters. You'll find it on any app store easily. Orange little alien guy. Let me see if I can show you. On my top left there. No, the green screen's ruining it. But anyway. You'll find it with no trouble, I'm sure. And like I said, you might have to make an account and not be able to contribute for a few days or something like that. And then, Jaden, I don't expect YouTube to ever get back to you. I've heard stories where people have said that YouTube's gotten back to them, but they've never gotten back to me, so I don't know. I just figure they just accept the feedback, and that's it. And then, yeah, the purge is annoying. And then Brandy Ines Bush, yeah. So it just happens to be an easy network to share with. But let me show you again. When we look at Taylor Rochester's video here, I'll give it a like. But when you click on share, YouTube's your collection of networks that you can share on might be a little bit different than mine because it goes based on what you use, right? Like some of these things I never share on, so it doesn't show them. But Facebook, Twitter, Blogger. Now, I usually do manual things when it comes to these other social networks, but Reddit is just so unbelievably easy to share. And I'll show you again. So all I do is click the Reddit thing. You must choose a community within Reddit. We call them subreddits, but you just put Tuberchat. There's lots of other places. You have to be very careful about where you post stuff. Click video, just so that everybody knows it's a video, and click post. If you forget, it's no big deal, but it just helps. And there, it's that easy to share. I, for instance, have done a hotel review, and I put that hotel review, it was for a hotel here in Ontario, Canada, where I live. I put it in the Ontario forum, and I just got blasted by people. This is not free advertising. You shouldn't be posting this there, and you know, worse things than that and whatever. So you just Reddit is known as a very fickle place when it comes to whatever you post there. They want everybody following the rules. They don't want anybody stepping out of line, and they will snap. The community will snap if you do anything wrong. So that's why I made the subreddit Tuberchat, where we're supposed to self-promote. We're supposed to promote our own videos. What they would like is to see you posting more for others than for yourself by about 10 to 1. But it's so easy to share. So most of you know, where possible, if I'm on a computer, I share for everybody all the time. And there you go. Yeah, Ghostly wins. Yes, we can all get there if we just keep going. And then, yeah, for anybody that doesn't have Reddit, it doesn't matter. It's just another... Oh, yeah, I have the Reddit logo. The memberships always include all the social media icons for all the networks, right? If you wanted to meet people on Reddit, you can message each other on there like every other social network as well. If you don't have it, that's fine. Every social network just adds more work to your workload every time you're posting a video. You have to post it everywhere. But if you happen to be using it, then it can help. There's Kellen K. Thanks for coming back in. Good to see you back in the house. Here's Yo, it's your boy Leo. So I'm going to look at this channel quickly because we did see House of X Entertainment Inc. earlier, but this is one half of House of X Entertainment Inc., who is also connected and partners with Yo, it's your, It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. So Yo, it's your boy Leo and It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey have both been with Tuberchat ever since the beginning, since long before. I've probably known the two of them for a year by now. And they've been unbelievably supported. And for that reason, like It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey happens to be a moderator. They were made a moderator from the beginning with Tuberchat. They may have been our first moderator. I forget. But probably. I think It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey was the first channel to ever come to a Tuberchat live stream. Even before I got in there, even before Kristen got in there, because I set it up in advance. And for that reason, It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey was probably made a moderator and still is today. Yeah, my pleasure, Brandy Ines Bush and House of X Entertainment Inc. So I'm assuming that It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey is running right now the House of X Entertainment Inc. account because Yo, it's your boy Leo was in there with his own account. But there you have it. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll see what I got going on. And thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Budsville, USA. Hopefully you're still with us. Let's have a look. And then thank you, Jaden, for sharing. The only other thing we want to do is just be careful of not sharing the same thing too many times, right? I always share Tuberchat live streams on Reddit, always, 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 so it's not necessary unless you're going to share it somewhere else, but I don't push for that too much. It helps a lot more with Tuberchat to be shared on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. and other places. Budsville USA has a solid 400 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They're a new connection for Tuberchat, and I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of their videos that I can find that hopefully is around 10 minutes, if I can find such a thing. I got quite a lot of content here. I did see a 6-minute one. I'll go back to that if I have to. All of their videos are either long or short, right? Short videos and long live streams. I'm just digging through here to see what I can find. 621. Okay, I'm calling it here. So I'll add this video into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live stream. We're always here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Thank you, Calming Mind Meditations. And then Kellen K, yeah, Tuberchat's getting there. We've got 1,800 and something, 1,870 now or something like that. So we might hit 19 by the end of the year. I think that's possible. I'm just having a look at my robot to see what I can do about adding names to the wheel. And then Kellen K. So what happens is YouTube, ever since September, has been playing a lot of games with people where what it's doing is ripping a lot of subscribers off of our connections. And what they seem to be doing is most often taking older subscribers to replace the new ones that we're making. So the best thing that you can do is always be doing as much as possible for other creators when you're supporting them. So when you're going to their channel, you're watching a long video, at least 3 minutes long, better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes. Leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Giving a thumbs up because that can help. And then taking a second longer video, adding it into your watch later list so that you can just let that run anytime after the stream. You can even do it when you go to bed or, you know, when you go out and stuff like that. Just let it run. And that shows YouTube that you cared so much about that creator's content, you went back for a second video already. Anyway, then you subscribe and come back and let them know, and then they'll do the same for you. But that should make it stick. Now, if you notice, when I put channels on the screen, unless it's a brand new channel, like Budsville USA is here for the first time today, all of my subscriptions always stick. So Tuberchat loses subscribers due to the purge, but nobody ever loses me. And the reason why is because I take longer videos. You see me usually with 10-minute videos, but at least over 5 minutes are the longest thing I can find. I always leave long comments. You know that because I've done it for everybody here. And you know, I always give the thumbs up. Hopefully everybody does. Thumbs up really matters. We should always be doing that for each other. So just keep that in mind. As long as you're always willing to do more than you expect to receive, you will grow. It's just not as fast as it was happening this past summer. It's very frustrating. So for anybody you're connecting with, when you go to their channels, you want to make sure that you are double checking to make sure you're subscribed, even with people you've already subscribed to. And if your comments are off, that could make it harder for you, because not everybody's going to do the same thing that I say. Not everybody knows. One of the things you can do is go to a channel's discussion tab, and you can leave a comment for them here about anything. So you can say, like, glad to have found your channel. Looking forward to lots of content from you. And hopefully you do an even better job than I am right now of leaving a comment. But you can do this. So on a channel like Kellen K, who's talking about having comments possibly off, you can do that. So I would go through a couple of videos watching them and then leave a comment on the discussion tab. That's about the best that we can do. You were new yesterday and you have never been on the screen. You were on the screen yesterday because that's how I added your video into the watch later list, right? And then, yeah, if your content is made for kids, then that will prevent you from having comments enabled. But it can make it a little bit harder because people can't leave comments for you. But as I keep telling more and more people about this idea to leave a comment on the discussion tab, hopefully that will help. Your videos are not made for kids? Okay, that's cool. You just have to decide for yourself whether you want comments enabled or not. So here's another new connection for Tuberchat. So Janetti's Corner. For this channel, this is their first time on the screen. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take one of their videos. I'm going to look for something around 10 minutes if I can find one. Lots and lots. 11:29. I'll take this, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up and I will subscribe, and in that way I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then Kellen, yeah, I remember very clearly. So yesterday, if you go back and watch a replay, it'll be there somewhere, probably close to the end. But, and then, oh, that's okay. FamBam Expat US. So I've already, today, because I talked about Reddit, today's live stream has been shared a couple times on Reddit. So it's really not necessary as much. Be or spamming, let's say. So, but Kellen K, let's just have a look at your channel right now. I'm going to do it quickly while I see what I'm going to do about adding more names to the wheel. You had to be up here. I know you changed your name. I forget what, Kellen Kirby it was yesterday, right? But that's how I took one of your videos, and we'll see which one it was. This one here. And I added it into my watch later list. Because if channels come through Tuberchat but don't stay long enough to ever get on the wheel, then I never actually connect with those channels, right? But that would make sense. So let me see what I've got in the chat here now for people being here. Ghostly Winds has been here for a while. FamBam Expat US has been here. I don't think either of you have been on the wheel yet. Let's spin. Ghostly Winds, yeah. Except that usually we don't talk about that much. When things come up, then I'm always happy to share as much knowledge as I can. But if we're like, you know, on the subject of a social network, then I'm happy to show how it works, especially for the idea if somebody has a better idea or a faster way of doing something, then I'm happy to learn about that as well. On my personal channel, I've done a few tutorials. I've done one to show you how I share on Twitter, to show you how I share on Instagram, and I have one for TubeBuddy to show you how I keep up with excuse me, comments, which I haven't been doing a good job of lately, but it does make it fast to catch up. So this is Ghostly Winds, 483 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'll get them to the at least 485, if not 490 right now, and right around the corner from that 500, which is halfway to the magical 1K that we all look for. So I'm hoping we can rally around this channel for that reason. Oh, video is frozen, yeah. Okay, well, hopefully we're not going to lose the whole stream. Yeah, can't do anything about the camera. I can try. We'll see if this is going to do anything. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. It's very unfortunate, but I may not be able to release the camera. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fix the camera, unfortunately. I know that's difficult to look at, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to fix that without possibly knocking out the stream. So you'll have to forgive me for that, and especially the fact that I find it so amusing. But anyway, this is FamBam Expat US with 627 subscribers. Hopefully, we can get them to the 630 that's on their mind right now. And then we will, if anybody's on Reddit, you can hook up with FamBam Expat US there. And then my name is Kevin K, and it's all one word, just Kevin K all together. FamBam Expat US, hopefully we can push them a little bit farther, get them to 630, and then get them a little bit farther on that road to 700. And I'm just going to see what else we got going on here right now that we can do. So I'm going to send us not to a growth stream, but to another friend of Tuberchat. So I hope you'll say Tuberchat raid and then hit this link and we'll head over there. We'll go see our friend Just Teresa. You'll still be able to connect over there, but just keep in mind, because it's not a growth stream, you'll want to reach out to people first and kind of test the water to see if they want to connect, because everybody may not be expecting that. But Just Teresa will be well aware of where we're coming from, and you'll probably be able to connect there as well. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I will see you again on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The live streams are already set up so that you can get your reminders, but hopefully you've got our notification bell on anyway. Thank you again for the time that you've spent, and we'll see you again hopefully very, very soon. I'll see you over